want me to shoot my guard around? That's the front. Shoot him. Shoot him down. Shoot him down. Roger that. Try to steer slow from music. Try to steer slow. Okay, you go. Let's go.
Welcome everybody to the Fox 3 Phoenix channel. I am your host, Govinator, and today you're going to see something a little different. We've not done this plane on this channel, so we're going to have to fix that. For the keen-eyed observers out there, this is the Saab 37 Viggen, AJ-37 Viggen is what it is. And it's a really cool new plane. I think it entered service in 1972. Maybe it was 73, I'd have to double check that. But point is, we've jumped about 10 years into the future from the F5. And so, you know, it's something that's going to be very cool in my opinion. This is a Gen 3 jet, and it just exited service in 2007. So, let's start working on this. And as usual on these how to start up and fly these planes, I'm going to be doing the first part with Track IR and then finishing with VR. So the very first thing we do when we enter this nice Apache's flying over. First thing we do is we're going to go turn on or uncage our throttle by you do that by clicking this little tab on the edge of the throttle. I'm going to bring it back. Plus, look at that clicking sound. So well modeled in this. I love it. Main electrical power switch will be next. So if you look right here. That one's on. Now you can see all of our systems came on. Then we're going to go to press the low pressure fuel valve. So now we have that going. And you'll see, compared to most planes, this thing will get started pretty quickly. Generator switch will be next, which is down here. Got that. Alright. And then let's just click on the startup button. Alright, now things will begin starting up. So then we're going to close our canopy, which I have mapped to my HOTAS. Nice. Alright, things are quieting down. And now we get to go click this button right here so we stop all these warnings. There we go. That was nice. And then per the procedures, you're supposed to do this check warning lights button. Yeah, look at all those lights. They're on. Okay, so we know that's all working. In real life, that would be something that you'd really want to do. Now, from here, we'd normally switch over to Master Mode Nav, which I'll do for right now. Alright, trying to get around this radar stick. There we go. Okay. Cool. If you're going to be on the ground for a while, don't do that because you'll mess up your inertial dampeners and stuff in here, or your gyros, I mean. So, your inertial dampeners. Your gyros. Sorry. Anyway, for this demonstration's sake, we're going to actually switch over to VR when we go flying. So, anyway, the very next thing you do is you mess with these data cartridges, and they're in the back here. We're going to click on it. And this is how you used to upload your nav coordinates into the navigation, because you'll see we have a heads-up display finally. It's a very basic one, but it's more than just that gun sight, which is what we normally have. So you do that, and then you go over to this right side here, and you have to say, hey, let me zoom in here. You got to go to reference LOA, because we're going to basically be uploading these coordinates. So then, and then you switch from output to input here. Yep. So anyway, after that, then you type in 9099099, and you'll see it'll come up right here, and then you hit accept or enter here. And if all of that works, it should eventually go to zeros. There you go. So it all went to zeros, so we're good to go. So then we go back into output mode and turn this back into its normal mode. And now our navigation coordinates have been updated. And you can see our engine's already up and running. So that's awesome. Let's see here. And it was doing all that while we were sitting there setting our navigation up. So from here, you're going to uncage your backup horizon, which is right here. Okay, And then we're going to go set this altimeter to 0, which it's already kind of there, so you can sort of just move it around if you want. There it is. I'm fine with it the way it is. Then we'll turn our oxygen system on, which is this button right here. Flip that going, and then if we have any weapons, we'll turn those on. In this case, we are not going to have any, so I'm not worried about it. And so then we'll go to our parking brake right here. Come on. Alright, parking brake is in. Let's go arm our ejection seat with this handle. Now it is in, and we are armed. And then basically you just get to mess with these knobs if you want to turn on your lights and whatnot. Your interior lights are right here. Alright, turning on all kinds of lights that you won't be able to see because it's daytime. And then we'll turn on our outside lights, navigation lights, and then I like to leave these ones off. It's formation and position lights. We can put our position lights on. And basically that is it. You're now ready to go in the Saab Viggen. So we can start giving it a little power to go forward, and then I will see you guys on the runway. Such an easy plane to taxi. If you just use the rudders to steer and give it some power to go a little faster, and then you have a simple wheel brake. Alright, so here we are on the runway. We're going to bring it up to full mil power, and then we're going to go up to stage 2 afterburners. We're definitely going track IR the whole way this time because I'm having trouble keeping these tracks running well. It's alright, we'll see what we can do here. Stage 1, 2, and let's release. We're going to try and get to 250 kilometers per hour, and that should be our magical number to start pulling back. You can see we're right there right now. Let's bring her up. Oh, nose is up. Okay, let's bring gears up. Do the signature Fox 3 Phoenix roll if we can. Oh boy. And we made it. We're at full stage afterburners, as in stage 3. Let's go. Oh, look at those vapor trails. God, that's beautiful. Heading up right now. Oh, but she is wanting to stall out. That's okay. Bring her back down. I'm worried about compressor stalls, to be honest. It definitely doesn't look like that because we're doing ridiculous stuff, but that's okay. Alright, let's bring her back down. Let's bring her through the runway here. Oh, yes. Look at this beast. God, this plane is so cool. Doing some rotations. That is amazing. Alright, let's bring her back around again. A little bit of compressor issues, but it's fine. When you can do low speed, high angle of attack maneuvers in this airplane, it does fall victim to compressor stalls. Let's just see here. Let's bring her down. Almost Mach 1 on the deck. Almost. And there we go. There's our climb. 7G climb, 8G climb almost. God dang, this thing's amazing. Oh boy. Wow. Just amazing. I'm really enjoying this airplane. So from what I understand, the Viggen, you know, like I said, it's 28,000 pounds of thrust. It's got a 0.77 thrust to weight ratio, third highest amongst the planes I've flown. The MiG-21 and the MiG-19, from what I understand, are even higher. But that being said, this plane is supposed to be a Mach 2 capable plane, and so that would make it the second fastest plane in theory that I've flown, the MiG-21 being the only one that could do more than it. We were able to hit Mach 2 in the MiG-21. However, in the MiG-19, we only hit like Mach, I think, 1.2, and in the the F5 Tiger, I think we hit Mach 1.3-ish. I'll have to go back to my video and check. But the MiG-21, we definitely were able to hit, I think, Mach 2.1. So, okay, we've got this thing leveled out now. Let's turn it around. We're at Mach 0.63, which is pretty low for this thing. Holding it about Mach 0.6 something. I'm going to bring the nose back up. My point is, we're going to head towards the coast. And now, I'm not a track IR pilot, but I've been having a lot of problems with the tracks recording properly in VR. So, for today's video, we are a track IR pilot. Alright, oh gosh, come on, girl. Alright, now we have this autopilot. I intend to use it. Now that I'm at optimal altitude, come on. Alright, perfect. I really am excited the fact that I have autopilot for the first time. We're at 11,000 meters high, and we're going to just see what we can do. You can see we're at Mach 0.88. There's Mach 1. $36,000 feet, which would be roughly 11,000 meters, which is where we're at, is supposed to be this airplane's peak speed where it can achieve Mach 2. So let's see what she can do. Like I said, I think the best we've done outside of the MiG-21 is about Mach 1.3. I think we might have gotten close to Mach 1.4 in the F5. So let's see. Already pushing through Mach 1.26. How are we doing fuel-wise? A little over 50% fuel. So let's just see what she does. See, you can adjust your HUD just a little bit. I really am excited to have a electronic HUD, even if it's pretty primitive. I don't think it shows much more after about 5 to 10 degrees of inclination, either up or down. So we'll see what that means in terms of overall performance. Look at that, we're already pushing Mach 1.5. fuel at Mach 1.5. Definitely slowing down. 1.58. I think we're going to try and hit about Mach 1.6, maybe a little bit Mach 1.6 and change. I don't want to head way too far into the ocean. I'm not trying to turn this into an hour-long video of us trying to hit the highest Mach number we possibly can. Instead, you know, I want it to be something worthwhile to everybody. Turn on our mirrors. I don't know why clicking on the mirrors turns them on. To me, they look like pretty analog mirrors. They should have always had this, you know. I'm not sure why you can do that and it changes things, but it does. Don't ask me why. Alright, Mach 1.66. That's good enough for me. Do I want more? Absolutely. Are we going to get it today? Nope, we are not. Wow. Thank God, we're hitting close to Mach, or G's, 8 G's. Oh my gosh. Wow. That's super cool. Still Mach 1 coming out of this turn. Alright, so we're going to fly, like I said, we're flying this thing today with track IR. I am not a track IR pilot. So if things don't go perfectly, well, I warned you. Alright, I can see the runway in sight. Still going way too quickly though. We're definitely going to jink right and left. These Delta Wing airplanes will lose speed so quickly doing this, and that's exactly what I want. We're at 400 kilometers per hour. Perfect. Let's put the gears down. $350 kilometers per hour. Giving it just a little bit of power. A little over 300. My goal is to land at about 300 or a little under 300 kilometers per hour. So we'll see where that takes us. Here we go. Said not a track IR pilot, but here we go. Pull the thrust reverser, hit full power. This will slow us down a lot. This is my little special technique. Because this plane was designed to take off of like pedestrian highways and whatnot. And look at how quickly it can slow down. Woo. Alright, alright. Well guys, if you don't mind clicking that like and subscribe button, I'd really appreciate it. And this is your host, Governator of the Fox 3 Phoenix channel. I'll see you guys on the next one. Later.